Hey, Jordan Bench here, jordanbench.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about the fear of failure. Now what I want to do is I just want to give you my perspective on fear of failure, because I just want to share with what I'm going through right now currently and how I'm seeing this whole thing work. Right now I'm doing a 90-day video challenge, and I decided to do this because I knew it was going to be hard and I knew it would stretch me. I've wanted to put out videos on YouTube for years, but I haven't done it because I've been too scared to. So right now I'm like, all right, we're going to push out 90 videos in 90 days. I'm going to do this. Right now this is video number 10. And I know that for me, this is such a stretch and I know it's so challenging. And as I'm going through this process, I'm starting to notice some things. Like the first couple of videos I did, it really wasn't that difficult. And then around video number 5 and 6 and 7, something started happening. I'm laying in bed at night and I'm starting to get some of these thoughts come in. And some of these thoughts are like, Jordan, you want to do 90 videos? Like, dude, you're going to run out of content. You don't have that much to say. You're going to get halfway there and you're going to run out of content. And these thoughts are coming in and I'm thinking, what is going on? Why am I having all this fear towards doing all these videos? Some of the other thoughts are like, people aren't going to watch. People aren't going to care about what you're going to say. They're going to say bad things. They're going to make fun of you. They're going to throw jabs at you. They're going to they're going to laugh at the way you look. I mean, I don't know. I'm just, all these thoughts that come in, when I'm laying in bed at night. And as these thoughts are coming in, it's, at first for me, I'm thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should just back away from this. But my heart cry is that I really want to put out these videos because I have a goal that I'm going for and I have a mission of why I'm doing this. And so as these thoughts come in, I'm reminded of something. Like when I first got saved, when I first got born again, I asked Jesus into my life. I went through a lot of struggles. I went through a lot of trials, and I had a lot of fear back then, and I really haven't experienced these kind of negative thoughts or this kind of fear in probably 4 years. So this is it's new to me again. And at first I'm forgetting how to even handle the situation, but now as this stuff is coming up, it's the scripture verse is coming up to my mind. It's to take every thought captive. So that's what I'm doing at night. I'm getting these thoughts coming in. I'm taking these thoughts captive. I'm saying, no, that's not right. In Jesus' name, no, I'm not listening to this. I'm throwing this out. I'm rejecting this because I know this is what I want to do. And the fact that I'm feeling this resistance towards putting out these videos tells me that I need to be doing it, that I need to be going in this direction. And I do know, as I begin to do, put out these videos, this for me is so new. The whole process is new, of thinking about what videos to do, doing the research in it, setting up the equipment, and just trying to make sure everything's perfect and right. And it's new habits, and it's really stretching. But I know at the very beginning it's going to be hard. And as I do these new habits, it's I really have to deal with some of these old habits that I have, and I have to really tweak those and break some of those old bad habits and try to just push forward. So right now, you might be going through something to where you're starting something new, you're trying something out, and you're kind of maybe going through the same thing where it's you're doing a new habit, and it's a lot of, at the very, very beginning, it's a lot of resistance. It's a lot of problems. There's a lot of things that you're really coming against and going against. But let me tell you, from my past experience with several different areas, I've been through this before, to where I know when I start something, there's going to be a lot of resistance there, and it's really hard, and all you want to do is quit, and all you want to do is quit because you have all these outside or internal voices and just telling you to quit. But listen, I know from experience not to quit. I know the biggest thing, the best thing to do is to keep pushing forward. I learned something, there's a man named Curry Blake, and I learned something from him. He said, most people take the path of least resistance. But sometimes the best thing to do is to take the path of most resistance. And here's the reason why. Because when you take the path of most resistance, it's going to build the most character in you. It's going to be a lot of work, and you're going to have a lot of pushback, and it's going to be hard. But as you go through that, that process, it's really going to build character in you, and it's going to develop muscles. You're going to get stronger going through this whole thing. And it's I like to think of when I was first going to the gym. This is back when I was in 7th grade. I started working out, started lifting. I was puny. I had no idea what I was doing. My form was absolutely horrendous. It was awful. It was just really bad. But I didn't quit. I just kept going. I just kept pushing through. I just kept learning, reading magazines, watching videos, and I was getting better, and I was getting better. And I know at the very beginning, when I would go to the gym and I'd work out, Nobody was paying attention to me. Nobody was watching me, because who was I to watch? If people did watch me, they were just looking at me like, man, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. But there wasn't many eyes on me. But then as you progress and you get better and better and better, you start getting people who come up to you and say, hey, I'm trying to do this. Do you have any ideas how to do that? And they just start asking you questions and advice, so they're paying attention. And it's like with these videos for me, I know this is the same thing. Right now, at the very beginning, I'm puny, I'm struggling with all this stuff. But if I just keep on exercising this, if I just keep on going through, it's going to get better. And at some point, I'll get pretty good at it. Right now, this is a struggle for me. But I know if I just keep on pushing through, if I don't give up, if I don't give into that failure, if I don't just quit, if I just keep going, I know I'm going to get to where I want to go. I know I'm going to get to where I want to be. And for me, this is the path of most resistance, because honestly, I could have done podcasting. And I know podcasting for me would have been like 100 times easier. I could have had notes right in front of me. I could have just been reading off the notes, speaking into the microphone. It would have been so easy. I don't have to care about like the setting or the way I look, or all the thoughts about what people think of you, and I don't have to deal with any of that stuff. But instead, I chose video because I knew that was going to be the hardest. So here I am going through the struggle, and I'm just letting you know of how I'm doing with this and how this is affecting me and where I'm going. And just know that like it's okay to fail. It's okay to fall down, because when you look at the most successful people in life, they have fallen and fallen and fallen and fallen, and they have failed over and over and over. But what makes them successful is they learn from those failures, they learn from those mistakes, they pick themselves back up, and they just keep going, and they just don't quit. And honestly, that is the key to this whole thing. With whatever problem you're going through, with whatever new habit, whatever thing you're facing, the biggest thing is just don't quit. Just keep on going, pick yourself up, and just keep moving forward. Because if you can do that, you're going to get there. And it's going to build a lot of character in you. And it's almost like you need to enjoy those failures, enjoy that process, and learn from it. And because as you do that, you start to look back and say, yeah, okay, I realized like I did this, and I'm not going to do that again. Instead, I'm going to try this. And you might even fail at this, but it doesn't matter, because you're just going to keep on going up, and you're just going to learn from these failures, and you're just going to keep on making progression. So anyways, I hope this video helps you when it comes to understanding the fear of failure. Don't be scared of failure, all right? It's okay to fail. It's okay to mess up. What's not okay is that you quit. What's not okay is that you just give up altogether and just stop. The big thing is learn from these failures and just keep on pushing forward. Just keep on moving. So if you like this kind of video, if you like this kind of content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the little bell. That will notify you when I put on a new video out. And if you have any questions or want to talk about anything, please leave a comment below. That's what they're there for. And I will see you in the next video.